It's nighttime now,
Can you
and
see?
yeah, well, from that light, I'm sure.
Let me see. Oh, yep,
Yeah.
definitely does show you.
And we heard this loud rumbling outside. Jordan thought that I told him it was thunder and lightning. He thought that somebody was rolling their trash can, like it would be that loud outside. You just hear this loud rumbling noise just coming in towards the side of the house. Lo and behold, this rain and wind just came out of nowhere and just came up to the side of the house, freaked us the hell out. What this guy decides that he wants to do is that he wants to go over, look, and open the door to see where the rain is hitting. He yelled at him to close the door, and then what he does next is that he turns off all of the lights here, besides obviously the ones in the hallway and in the kitchen here, because he can't reach those switches, and he decides to open the shutters so that we could see what's going on outside.
Basically, I want to keep an eye out for that son of a bitch Pennywise, that fucking clown.
He's afraid of Pennywise the clown because I made him watch it. Yeah, which really wasn't that scary. Actually, it was pretty decent. But I mean, like, if you're freaked out by Pennywise, why would you open your windows so that you could see what's going on outside? But
so I could see the ugly son of a gun.
Oh my goodness. You're terrible. Hey, so today's Thursday. It's a few minutes past midnight, and I am scheduled to leave today to go back to California. Just so you can see how pathetic I am right now. I'm literally just in the kitchen right now, just sitting on the countertop, and here's the kitchen and everything, and it's just me in the middle of the night. Just wanted to kind of take a moment and just kind of talk about like how difficult long distance relationships just in general are. I wouldn't say that Jordan and I have the same like typical military relationship. I'm also not going to say that we have a very typical long distance relationship. We've been together for about 4 years now, and since I started dating him, you know, he's been in the military. You know, when we were starting to date, he was just in the reserves, so he was stationed in Escondido. So he was still living at home. It's just every now and then he would go off and, you know, go out onto the field where they do their military training and whatnot. And, you know, I wouldn't see him for 2 weeks, which is nothing compared to this. I feel like no matter what type of relationship you're in regards to long distance, there's always this struggle that you have to deal with every time you come to visit this person. For those that know me and have been around for the type of like relationships that I've had in the past, like I know that Jordan's it. I know that this is the person that I want to be with for the rest of my life, and this is the person that, you know, I want to call my own. That's why I let him put a ring on my finger. No matter what type of long distance relationship that you're in, or even whatever relationship that you're in with a person, there's this incredible excitement, you know, when you're preparing your stuff, you're packing your bags and you're preparing for your trip, you're counting days. There's this internal excitement that courses through you, and you finally get to that point where you see them and everything just feels right. Your daily life doesn't torture you for the moment that you're with this person. When you're coming towards the end of your trip and you're coming to that final hour where it's you realize how much time you don't have. You just think about how much you need this person in your life and how badly you want to be with them every single day. It's a blessing to be with your loved ones whenever you want to be with them. And it's always so painful when it comes to that hour. Like, every time it comes to the day that I have to leave, it hits midnight, I dread it. I can't sleep. I can't focus. You know, the day prior you try to put it out of your mind and you try not to think about it, but it's hard. It's hard not to think about it. With the life that Jordan and I live, he works crazy hours. Wakes up at 3 a.m. for PT, comes back at around, not even that. He'll come back at around like 6 in the morning. And then he'll stay with me for a few hours until he has to get ready and be at work at, like 8 or 9. I don't even know. Lucky if he can get out at 5:30 to spend time with me. During the trip, it's okay if he comes home late, I'm okay with it. But it's always on that last day, it's, you want to be selfish and you want them to be with you. I don't know, like, I always want to make the last few hours, like fulfilling in some way. I want those hours to feel like, okay, I can go home and I know I'm gonna be okay and it's not gonna be that bad. I always want it to be like that, and it never is. It never is like that. It's always so much harder to say goodbye. I don't want to spend all of this time on the camera. I guess, like, what I really wanted to say was that relationships are hard. Long distance relationships are hard. Relationships are even harder when you know that you love this person, and when you can't be with them. Saying goodbye is always hard. And it's not like I'm saying goodbye to him once and then, he comes back when he comes back. We've done this many, many times, because this is just what our relationship entails. And each time it comes to the last day, it's always hard. And I know he's exhausted. He works so hard to spend time with me and put in the time that he can to be with me. And sometimes I want to be selfish and I want him to stay up with me because I'm not ready. I'm not ready to fall asleep, because I know if I fall asleep, that means the next day is going to be coming, and then the inevitable comes, and that means he and I have to separate from each other. I have to go back home to California, and I can't bring him with me. He and I have been doing this for so long, and I've been through this so many times, and it has never, ever gotten easier. It's just, I don't want to be away from him. I don't want to be separated from him. I just want to stay here.